So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense for the Dolphins, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And give him 6 yards here as the 35 at the 34. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And that is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. A first down carry by Elliott. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
They'll swing this complete out to Hill, and he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Let's go. Right, 97.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Chargers 7. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
On the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, Chargers. Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60.
And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. They'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's good for 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Caught by Wilson. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to pass. Tua. And it's caught. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Miami.
Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
14-14.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Miami. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chargers 14. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard
The Charger drive about to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Under pressure, they got him again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
On third down, here's Eckler. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
I have to admit to a little surprise here. And then down in distance, I would have thought they were going to throw the football. Instead, they decided to run it. But give credit to the defense. They weren't fooled at all and held them to no gain.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. And all the way down to the 26.
95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First down, Miami.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Tua going to try and run.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
And that's what I like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Ezekiel Elliott on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead.
This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it. Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for them. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns in 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo.
133 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
From midfield, here's Tua. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Let's go now. Watch out, 52.
Tua on 4th down. And Wilson with it, complete. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They'll try again with Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprinting.
And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers will take over possession here up at the 44. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal, there, a huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them out of the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop.
Touchdown, L.A.
Mike Williams
in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And picked up by the Chargers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score game that has a chance to tighten up considerably.
Now, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Going deep here for Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
On fourth down, Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Play action, now it's Tua. It's brought in by Wilson. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 168 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Over the middle, complete. That's Elliott. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Again, it's Elliott. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And this time he
is in. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Williams brings it in. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 29.
Herbert back to the air. He's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Herbert on 1st down now. His throw incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start